What's up everybody, Goat Toaster 9 here, JJ Shankles, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to balance on the FeiyuTech AK2000. Specifically we're going to be using the Nikon D7000. This is my girlfriend's camera while I'm filming on the Fujifilm X-T2. Let's get into it. This is a little PSA before I get into it. First things first, when you ever film anything, always check your mic. Make sure your mic is turned on and has good charged batteries in it. This is the second time I've had to film this video because the first time through, I filmed it all, did it, put it in the editor, I started the playback and there was no audio. The audio was all blank static coming back, the microphone had not been turned on, and all that footage is now useless. It's a good practice run for me. Hopefully I learned a bit from the first time I ran through it, but let's get into it with the FeiyuTech AK2000. First things first, you need to attach the plate to it. This is a Manfrotto PL501 plate. I use the middle notch since this is a medium weight camera. On my Fuji, I'll use the front notch. That helps for lightweight cameras to help balance the whole system out. Just screw it into the 1/4 inch hole on the bottom of your camera. Line that up straight, tighten it down. Ready. On the middle plate here, there's an arrow that shows which direction you insert the camera in. Slide in until you hear a click. There you go. Once it's clicked into place, it won't fall out. It'll slide to the extremes, but won't actually fall off of the gimbal, which is a great feature. Place it to where it's almost balanced. It's not precise at this stage, just where it's close to the middle. Pull the lever to the side to lock it down. First we need to balance this right arm. Loosen it, turn the camera to where the screen on the back of the camera is level to the horizon. Now you want to make it level so when you let go it won't swing. I'm going to balance it in, a little bit more, too far, back. Very small rotations make a big difference. So you want to make sure that at level it works, and then rotate it slightly in one direction, let go, make sure it doesn't rotate. Slightly the other direction, let go. If it's stable, then you can tighten that down. Now we go back to the first plate. Loosen this. Now when you hold on to this arm but let go of the camera, it should stay stable. So you move it to where it's stable right in the middle. This one's the hardest one to do because the plate is so loose. Makes it easy movements. See, now it's stable. Hold it down as you pull the levering arm. Be careful when you're tightening this to make sure it is really stable. So now you let go. Hold on to this arm, let go. It's stable. Rotate it slightly one direction, still stable. Rotate it the other, still stable. Now this arm is calibrated in place. Work your way up the arm. This is our second joint here. Ideally we'll let go and it won't rotate like that. So loosen it up first. Very small adjustments will make a big difference. So really take your time with it. This seems like it's stable. Rotate it slightly in one direction. It still comes back to the middle. That one doesn't. Stable. Stable in the middle. Stable rotated one way. Stable not stable enough rotated the other direction. A little bit farther. Stable. Stable in the middle. This really is a trial process. You go back and forth, each one, very narrowing it down. There's metered marks along the arm that show where. And so once you know with your camera and your lens, you can put little marks on there with a little white marker I use. Since there is a ruler on each arm section, once you know with each lens where you like it calibrated, you can put little marks to sort of give you a guideline of where to go to. Each time you will have to stabilize it. These minute differences will need to be calibrated every time. But this one's in place, we can lock it down. The third section is where the gimbal arm attaches to the handle. You'll want to hold it flat like this, and if it rotates like that, it's uncalibrated. Loosen that one up. You want to get it where it's flat, uncalibrated. This one's the hardest one to balance while you're doing it, but it's usually the easiest and doesn't need the most fine tuning compared to the other ones. Fine adjustments. Now it's level, rotate it one direction, stable, the other one stable. This one, it seems to both rotate back towards the middle, which means it is stable. Lock that last joint down. We're ready to power it on. Hold the power button for a few seconds. It's a stabilized gimbal. Now you're ready to film. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like and subscribe down below. Thank you guys for sticking around to another video. This is how you stabilize the FeiyuTech AK2000. Goat Toaster out.